ways need patching up.
Welcome home,
Need
Sid.
50 good boards, 8 span each.
What became of Kupka? Why haven't we heard anything?
Try to stay calm. I'm sure we'll hear something soon.
You have told me the gentleman you visited earlier, the one with the loud voice, was your uncle. I did think there was a resemblance. Something in the eyes.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
No surprises there. It's the same after Drake's breath.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
If you're desperate to know more about Waloed, Vivian's your girl. But if I were you, I'd be heading straight to my bed.
Not bad for a boy from the Imperial Barracks, eh?
It's good to have you back. I was worried. Ah, the conquering hero returns.
And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Walooders.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the Orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Walooders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Walood claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walood shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walood? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Walooder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Here for another of my lectures? So what of its parliament? Which leaves but one man. How may I help you today? One must understand one's place in the world. Thus ends today's lesson.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. don't just stand there gawping. It's a relief. Thank you, Clan. Go on, then. It'd better all be here. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. Finished, are you?
Welcome home, Clive. I was hoping you'd be back soon.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Back, are ya? Good bloody riddance. Not included. Not Sancfordian, do you? That it? Fine.
And what can I do for you? Is that all?
Not bad for a boy from the Imperial Barracks, eh?
Welcome back, Sid.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I have said it many times. His story is... Were you aware... But what of the twins themselves? Yes, change will come. I have a few new notes that might interest you. What subject shall we consider today? you learn everything you needed?
Her ship lies still in harbor, her soul sails on the main. The breath of ages at her back, adventure in her veins.
Ivan's newest dish is a
The man who hurt your mother and father is gone. I'm sure they're looking down on us now and smiling.
I'm smiling too. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Sid.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all our old friends can rest easy now. I heard what you told Nan about Kupka.
Crack the crystal too? Joking. I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Don't think Mid's been to visit her old man's grave in years. So take her with you when you go. Let Sid see his daughter's face. If he can recognize it under all the grime.
How are you doing? It was luck, and luck alone. But now, thank you. Here you go.
Seen enough? I know what you're going to tell me. Thank you, Clive. Thank you.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goops has an indomitable rival in Gav. One is the sweet little babe in arms to be cooed over. The other, the naughty little boy who'd pull on my pigtails.
Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to. The engine plating's basically just a very efficient conductor. Create a thermal gradient across it and the heat radiates outwards, which... You know what, just show the plans to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do. The engine plating's basically just a very efficient conductor.
Blackthorn. Can I...
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword-grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after the stuff? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with?
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, what?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Sounds like this river we're looking for is south of the Dalamil Inn. I'll hire us a wagon and meet you there.
I'll get us a good price. Is that what you want to worry about?
Back, are you? The river's down us up.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. Thanks to Sid.
Hugo Kupka's dead, isn't he? We don't have to live in fear of him anymore.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Good day to you.
But when can I go on a special errand for Master Quinton?
It's all but spent. What do we do now?
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
If you ever need a room, Sid.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales.
All right.
My people speak of strange shadows glimpsed in the gloom of the woods. Either these are figments of anxious imaginations...
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Sup on sour.
You all right, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Don't know who the lads heard the story from, but it's going all around the village. Shadowy figures.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
I was in Lorbert's Pass when I heard it.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds, though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? What?
Yes, I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I, and fight it I did in my... I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. The faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come... And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like...
And everyone here knows this is what...
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watch. Our wounds are the same. And we know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be...
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against... My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
I'm not going to change his mind.
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
The most fragrant herbs and
No,
spices.
gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please.
I'll see what I can do.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see.
All right.
Can't say I understand that boy's obsession with the Fang. I can't say I understand much about him at all.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots!
Are you looking for something in particular? My thanks. An excellent choice. Here you are. My thanks. Go with Gilbert.
My blade yet hungers, and so will I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over.
your blood!
No.
Let's muscle some more! Drink your blood! Too slow. I'll snap you like a twig! Nice try. Too slow. Come on. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf, she was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to...
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You have opened my eyes.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Ah, there you are. The man, though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me...
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. Up her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the fang without her crater? Why, no fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight with it. I don't know how you did it, but you have. Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Sorry, Master. I'll go and get some more later.
We're seeing troops amassing at every...
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Kuka, but when I close my eyes... Only I don't know how. I wish you were here. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
How are you doing? Here you go. Think you can help?
The same drapes.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friends' pockets might be.
Yourself.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friends' pockets might be.
Here. You. Listen. I've got this theory. The Fallen. I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living among us. You could be one of them. I could be one of them.
Master Lubor says Drake's...
Our hero returns. That was your doing, was it not? As for me... try not to die.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav? Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya. Bet you 100 gil I'll find more.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? You all right, boy?
My carpets have bright...
Take a sniff,
Now,
sir.
Dusan, I know you're keen, but...
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots!
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
how about a hot bath to soothe the
comes out
aches
of the
and
ground.
pains of the road?
Silver platters!
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Can't be true.
Mother Crystal. The mines. It's all gone.
Lord Kupka's castle too.
A mountain of a monster, twice as tall as Titan himself, cracked the fang open like it was a sparrow's egg. I swear on my grandmother's grave, I saw it myself. A mountain of a monster.
And then there was one. That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Enough of you, are there?
Run like the wind.
Holding back.
Be safe. Come on. Run like the wind.
Ready, go? Yeah!
You deserve a rest. They don't look happy.
Stay down!
Peace at last. Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Straight home now.
The road is closed. Turn back. The road is closed. Turn back.
Come on.
Faster! Be safe.
You lost, stranger. Wherever you're headed, it's back the way you came. You lost, stranger. Wherever you're headed, it's back the way you came.
Straight home now.
Come here.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
We're seeing troops amassing at every...
You mean the Iron Kingdom?
How may I help you today, Clive? Off you go then.
I heard what you told Nan about Kupka.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? And? Clive? What do you want? And?
Thanks to
Thank you, Clive.
The nobleman who visited. Was that really Sid's uncle?
It was.
Sid! Looks like they were all the rage in Dalamil. Look, have you had one but...
Something smells good.
Bombs!
Eh? The bloody...
It's a...
Never seen troops amassing at every border. Ain't so bad stretching your legs once in a while. Should do it more often.
I know what you're going to tell me. Thank you, Clive. Thank you.
When it comes to boyish charm,
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Talk to her back there. You know, thingy. She'll tell you exactly which bits of which ruin we need. You just need to go and find them.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plan. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to excess heat is dealt with by means of... Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone, in other words, this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making... Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly.
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have... It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking the...
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor. Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head there right away.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Good girl.
Yeah!
You deserve a rest.
you are. The, ruins are...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Your work is done, Sid. We'll take care of the rest. Let Mid know she'll have her helm very soon, would you?
If I don't come up with something soon...
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
I've been going round in circles trying to find something sturdy enough to withstand the fire of the engines, but light enough not to sink the ship.
How may I help you today, Clive? You earned this. All done?
We're seeing troops amassing.
Our ship lies still in harbor.
Hippocrates.
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next?
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the record.
Perhaps. It is not a different material.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away, and yet we have made a home here.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. An obelisk... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. No, so if we could, it might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. I shall speak to them and see what... If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might... The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus. I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
Garlic? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they will so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moondews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Well, I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon.
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Hippocrates and I'll look after things here. You head over to Northreach.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? You make your way.
No. Where's Talia?
Keep them pilchards nice and
Need to
chilled.
stock up on these.
I won't have you.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right.
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them. Don't tell me you've forgotten what you're looking for already. Garlic and pepio nuts. Do you want to take the list?
Welcome, welcome.
An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. You've a keen eye. Thank you. That's the best I can do. Thank you. Come back again.
Oi, don't touch anything. Go on, take it. Thanks for nothing.
There's talk that the glass gate flooded. How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes. Keep fighting the good
should do
fight.
it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to you. I was just explaining to Tarja, and now that we have all the ingredients...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions and...
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph.
Apparently, it'll be ready.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that. Of course. Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? I do hope the moon...
We're seeing troops amassing. Ain't so bad stretching your legs once in a while. Should do it more often.
Before you ask, the answer's no. You can't daub yourself in moondew to protect yourself against fire. I had the same idea. Even did some tests. And trust me, you don't want that stuff anywhere near your skin.
Think Mid might
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It told me she was building a ship.
Let's sail it around the lake.
Well. Here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this lovely bit of kit, it is. Bunging a solution, your problem is, it won't always, which is why I've been looking.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic.
Proper.
So what exactly do you need?
Nothing but bomb ash. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the universe. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it. So, I did it, and do you know what I found out?
I take it that's where I come in.
I saw a billet on the hunt, would have gone myself, but, well, fighting.
All right.
Thank you, Coin. I've tried to find a supplier for this stuff.
Crack the crystal too. You're joking.
Trouble with the ledges. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.